This AI can see your room. AI is getting crazier every single day. Take a look at this. This AI model doesn't just talk, it sees. Spatial LM is an AI that maps your room like a video game, using just your phone's camera. Today, I'm breaking down how it works, installing it live, and testing if it's legit or just hype. So, what is Spatial LM and why should you even care? It's a large language model for spatial reasoning. You might wonder, why would you need something like that? But the possibilities go far beyond what you might imagine. Let's take a look at this graphic from the paper. They input an RGB video and use SpatialLM to create a point cloud. This point cloud then gets converted into a structured representation. A point cloud converter encodes the point cloud to compact features, and then a large language model generates scene codes that describe the scene, which then can be converted into a 3D structured layout. And the crazy thing is that it allows versatile outputs. Take a look at this, we can output it as structural data, as a floor plan, or even using industry standard formats such as IFC. They're also planning on some even crazier stuff in the future. Because the whole thing is powered by an LLM, you can interact with it. You can, for example, tell it to change the layout of a room, or it can give directions to a robot. And it can do all of this with a model size of 1 billion parameters. Okay, enough nerd talk. Let's install it together.
Game begin.
For this, you will need Git, Python, and Conda installed. You also need a NVIDIA GPU. You can find all the steps down below in the comments or on their Hugging Face page. Link down in the description. I will do this whole process on a Windows PC, using the Windows subsystem for Linux. First, we start with cloning the GitHub repo by using git clone and the link to their repo. Now, let's move into the created directory with cd SpatialLM. Next, we create a virtual environment with Conda. Just type conda create -n SpatialLM and then the Python version. After our virtual environment is created, we then activate it with conda activate SpatialLM. Now we need to install the CUDA toolkit to enable GPU support. We do this using this command. Let's install Poetry. And now install the dependencies. Last but not least, we need to build torch paths by using Poetry install torch paths. This will take a while. Okay, if you followed all of these steps correctly, you now have SpatialLM installed. Now it's time to see it in action. First, let's grab an example point cloud from the dataset using the Hugging Face CLI. In the current version of SpatialLM, the input point clouds are assumed to be axis aligned with the z-axis, pointing up for consistent scene interpretation. Now we need to run the interference script by executing this command. It processes the point cloud and outputs a structured layout with bounding boxes for walls, doors, windows and other objects. Once it's done, we will see our room layout in the console. But it's pretty boring to just see it in the console. To see it visually, we need to convert the output to a format accepted by rerun, using this command. Before we take a look at the results, make sure you like this video if it was helpful for you. That's pretty cool, right? Let's try another one. We can just repeat the steps from before with another example of their dataset. You can also create your own point cloud files by using MasterSlam, a real-time dance slam system with 3D reconstruction priors. If you want a video on how to do this, let me know in the comments. So, that's how you use SpatialLM. From installation to running interference and visualization. Let me know your thoughts and any questions in the comments below. Thanks for watching and tschüssi.